Press statement, and today what happened was a tragedy in my neighborhood, in the neighborhood that I love very much, Cedar Riverside. And what I will do is we will start with the fire chief. He will give an update, and then we'll take it from there. Go ahead.
Thank you. My name is Chief Freedom, Chief of Minneapolis Fire Department. I'll give you a quick briefing, a brief update on where we're at right now. At the present time, the fire is basically out in terms of our initial engagement. We do still have crews on scene. We'll be remaining on scene to take care of and cover some hot spots with guests throughout the evening. We have had building inspectors out take a look at the structure. That will still stand overnight. They will make a further determination tomorrow morning at some point as to whether the status of that building will remain after their inspection. We had no injuries of fire crews on scene today. Crews did an excellent job firefighting under the extreme conditions that they faced this morning. There was a news release that was just released by my PIO just recently, which will give you some more details that you'll be able to take a look at. We will probably have, in terms of the fire department, have no other news releases probably until sometime tomorrow morning. Fire remains under investigation with police and fire arson. We'll continue to work on that certainly throughout the rest of today, certainly into tomorrow. So please be patient with any additional information. We'll release as much as we can, when we have it, in terms of issues related to this fire. Certainly everything right now is under investigation and certainly undetermined. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. My name is Abdi Warsami, and the spelling is ABDIWARSAME, and I am the elected city council for this ward. We haven't been sworn in yet, but this is an emergency, and we've been working all day on this, and haven't had a meal today, and forgot my hat and my gloves. Initially, we were very worried when we got the news that there was a fire to the Riverside. We thought that it was in the Riverside housing complex, but fortunately, it was located in just one specific area. I'm not going to go into the investigation, but what I wanted to talk about was basically, first of all, to thank our great mayor, Betsy Hodges, and our great former mayor, Artie Ryback, even though he's still in charge today. I also like to thank Chief John Futel, Chief Jenny Hartol of the police department, and for their great work in making sure that this wasn't a bigger tragedy than it is right now. I'd also like to mention our firefighter department. There is no better cause or greater calling than saving human lives, and today they saved a great deal of human lives. And also, right now, I want to mention that I want the East African community to take leadership and take ownership of this issue, specifically with regards to helping the victims. The victims of this tragedy are from this community. They are from this neighborhood, and it's the responsibility of our community to come together collectively and to support the victims today. I'd also like to mention Park Commissioner John Colvin today, and he generously offered this facility to be opened up to the community, in particular to support the local mosque that was damaged today, the Dar Hijra Mosque. So the Dar Hijra Mosque services on Fridays will be held in this space in the gym. also like to mention Sherman Associates, and in particular George Sherman, the owner of the Riverside Housing Complex, who also, I made a call out to him today and asked for emergency shelter space, and he has generously offered that as well. So I thank you for that. We also put it together on behalf of the community and at the request of the community, a emergency or a response team to help the victims. And this will be made up of institutions and organizations that are based in Cedar Riverside. And when I have the final list, I will release that to the media. Again, I would like to thank both mayors today who have been here since a couple of hours. We met the victims. We went to both hospitals, HCMC as well as State Hospital. And we met some of the victims. So again, I'd like to thank them. I'd like to also thank Commissioner Peter McLaughlin for sharing his time with us. And now I would like to turn it to
My name is Ed Newman. I'm a disaster action team captain for the American Red Cross. And we've had a team of volunteers here working to help people who were fortunately not at home, right, at the time the disaster happened. We're now deploying teams to both hospitals to start a follow-up process, as we always do, to provide temporary housing, food, and clothing as needed. And that's a process that's going to continue over the next couple of days.
Thank you very much. I think Newman talked a bit about that. I think also it's important to note that the Red Cross is offering temporary shelter for 3 days, is that correct?
Yes.
And we'll be looking at other longer-term housing issues after that. Councilmember-elect Warsami did a really made a very important point about the community coming forward and connecting here with the East African community. It's very important for this community to stand together, but it's also very important to reach well beyond the boundaries of Cedar Riverside and East African community to recognize this is a Minneapolis tragedy, it's a Minnesota tragedy, and it requires a response from all of us. In situations like this in the past, we've recognized that the response is obviously very important as our first responders go out, but it's very important for the second and third responders, meaning the whole community, to have sustained compassion because we're going to need that for some families who have lost a great deal. Several have a number of members of the family involved in this. And so we really ask people to do the very direct thing, which is make a donation to the Red Cross. We'll be setting up a specific fund tomorrow. But in the meantime, simply go to the Red Cross website and make a contribution. Let them know, ideally, what you did it for. But please do that now. We need those resources now. And in the past, we've learned so much that the Red Cross has been very helpful. This is a community that's been through a lot. People who come to live in this part of our city often have gone through horrendous things. They come here for peace and for safety. And it's especially tragic to think that people who come through so much now have to go through even more. It's also a community of remarkable resilience. And we all stand together today to say that over these next few weeks, as we try to bring some stability and peace to people, that this is about all of Minneapolis and all Minnesota standing together, holding hands. Final point I want to make, I have Governor Dayton who stands ready to offer whatever support he can offer as well.
It's a tragedy for the city of Minneapolis. It's a tragedy for Cedar Riverside and the families affected. I think it's notable that in this room right now, we are surrounded by members of the community who stand ready to stand with the community. But I also know that that all the folks in the city of Minneapolis are ready and waiting and willing and able to come together to help the folks who've been so affected by this tragedy. This is about all of us. This isn't just about some of us. And today, the response that we've already had from people indicates that. The immediate trauma dies down, as the immediate needs regarding the building and the family die down. It will continue to be about all of us, and it will continue to be important that as a community we stand together to make sure that these families get what they need in the short term, and that the families in the community get what they need in the long term. And we all stand ready to make sure that
Thanking the fire department, the police department for their exemplary work. And the call that Councilmember Warsami made to the community is an important call. That again, the people sitting up here, they represent various systems that are in place, available. We've had good coordination so far. We're
Church, the Red Cross, also the local mosque, Darul Hijra, Abu Bakr, Imam Shafi, and Rhoda for helping us and for coming and for bringing the community together. I'd also like to thank everybody who's attending from the community. Thank you very much. Like all our previous speakers have noted, this is a Minneapolis tragedy, this is a Minnesota tragedy. We would like everybody who can help to help. Also, I have one thing to mention, the Minneapolis Police Department, arson department. We would like anybody who has any information, call them, give information regarding what happened today. And their telephone number is 612-673-3070. And after this, we're going to have a brief press statement in the Somali language. So thank you very much.
Before you go, on behalf of all of these reporters here, we would like to hear, if possible, from any victims, obviously not those in the hospital, but any family members here, or anybody who knows the victims, anybody who lives in that apartment. It will be easier if we do it this way than we try to find you some other way.
We wasn't planning for that, but we have one individual who's actually the grocery store owner.
Okay.
So the grocery store that was burned down, the owner is here and we can maybe.
Good afternoon, everybody. Can you slide by the microphones, please? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to thank everybody who came here to support the community, the people who got wounded, the people who lost the income, the people who lost business. And this tells me we are a community. And I really appreciate everybody who came here to support. We don't know what has happened, but one thing we know, this is a tragedy. Tragedy to the owners of the business, tragedy to the relatives and the parents of the business owners, tragedy to the owner of the property, the building, tragedy for the whole community. And I want to thank everybody who came here to support and contribute, either emotionally, financially, or whatever moral support. Government members, police department, and anyone who came here to support us today, I want to thank you. Although I'm not an owner of the store, but my brother, and my friends, and relatives, this was not only business, it was a gathering community center. People who speak one single language, because they came to this country for the last 4 or 5 or 10, 20 years. The elders, the children. It was a center of the business. It was a center of communication. It was a center of gathering. And it's a tragedy to everybody who has related or was going to that store as a customer. This is a tragedy for internal customers, external customers, and the government, who were not only partner of the business, but the part of the community. And I want to thank everybody. And that was a tragedy. And hopefully we'll make it again. We've been here for the last 20 years. We came from, you know where we came from, East Africa. And we made it. Today, I'm glad to mention after our summit with a member of the government, well, he started from scratch. And we did start from scratch. And we will make it again with your support, financially, morally, or any way, any means. Thank you very much. Do you have any question?
What's your name?
My name is Farah Ahmed.
Can you spell it?
F-A-R-A-H. Ahmed. A-H-M-E-D.
Were you there at the time?
I was not there. But I came in. I wasn't able to get in because the firefighters were there, police were there, everybody was there. I have no idea what has happened. I've been called when the fire started. I wasn't there.
I'm sorry, it's your brother's business?
Well, the people who own the business, my brother is one of them, my uncle, friend of mine, it's more like a community. This business is not, those of us are not only the owners, we were connected. It's an interrelated business. It's a family, it's a community, it's a business owned by the city of Minneapolis, East African community. So it has a very negative impact to all of us. And it means everybody, I've been getting a lot of calls all over the United States because they consider it as a business of the community. not a business of many people. I'm not an owner, and I'm not a member of the owners, but just my uncle, my brother, my friends. I'm the owner of the store.
What did you see when you came down there?
Well, all I've seen is a plane on the firefighters, and I could not get it with my car, but I walked a little bit, but it was quite cold to get into the building. City Council,
Any other questions you have?
and anybody who may have a question, they're more than welcome to ask me. Although I came a little bit late for the building.
How long, was the building?
Do you think we just want to make sure we have time to give this some Somali so we don't lose
Oh,
that opportunity?
absolutely.
So you can ask him.
Just how long had the business been open?
I believe it, since January 2004. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it's, since January 2004.
السلام عليكم walaalyaal waxaan rabaa inaan wax yar isaga hadlo oo af Soomaali ku hadlo maanta xaafadeena xaafadda Cedar Riverside waxaa ka dhacay qarax iyo dab weyn qaraxaasi dabkaasoo dhibaato weyn keenay naf iyo maalba waxaa dhacay ilaa iyo 14 qof ayaa hadda isbitaal taallo dhaawacyo culus baa ku jiro waxaana gubtay sidoo hadda Faarax Axmed uu sheegayay waxaa la dhahaa dukaanka oo loo yaqaan Utanga waa gubtay damage waxaa soo gaaray waxaa la dhahaa masaajidka Daarul Hijra laakiin waxa ugu weyn oo hadda anagu meeshaan u joogno waa ka naxsannahay waxa weeye waa shacabkeena dhaawaca soo gaaray waxaa maantay subaxdii markay ahayd 8:00 ay soo wacay anuu gurigeyga joogo waxaa lagu yidhi xaafadda Cedar Riverside ayaa dab qaaday waa soo cararay intaan imid waxaan arkay dabiskii iyo booliisku joogo oo dadka badbaadinaya markaas kabacdi waxaas aragnay duqa magaalada haddeer oo arti ryback waxaan noo timid duqa magaalada iyadana maxaa la dhahaa Dabkii xaajis waan israacnay waxaan tagnay isbitaaladii waxaa soo boqonay dadkii xanuunsanaa alxamdulilah dadkaan aragnay caafimaadkooda ugu fiicnaa waana daawooyin bay qaadanayeen wayna ka soo reynayeen waxaa kaloo rabaa inaan haddeer anigu ma ka hadli karin dhibaatada meesha ka dhacday waayo investigation baa socoto laakiin waxaan rabaa oo aan codsanaynaa shacabweynaha east africaanka gaar ahaan qowmiyadda soomaalida maanta waxaan ka dhacday magaaladeena masiibadaas oo ehelkeen iyo dadkeen dhaawac iyo hantidooda ay ku waayeen waana mas-uuliyadda annakayna saaran tahay inaan isku dhimaanno oo aan xal helno oo dadkeenna wixii aan ku taageeri karno aan ku taageerno waxaan rabaa inaan u mahadceliyo red crosska waxaan rabaa inaan u mahadceliyo booliiska firefighter departmentka demiska waxaan rabaa inaan u mahadceliyo masaajidada haddana waxaa nala joogo imaamyada masjidul shaafici imaamka masjidul rawda imaamka maxaa la dhahay abubakar sidiiq wada soo diray iyo masaajidka Daarul Hijra imaamyadooda waxaan rabaa si gaara inaan u sheego waxaan maanta la xiriiray Park Board Commissioner John Owen waxaana codsaday in uu jimka Brian Coyle noo furo jimcooyinka soo socdo sidii haddii aan lagu tukan karin masaajidka Daarul Hijra in inta lagu tukado taasna wuu iga aqbalay waxaa kaloo la hadlay Sherman Associates ninka John Sherman oo guryahan inta bidixdooda ku yaala iska leh waxaana ka codsaday in uu noo furo ama guryaha bannaan ama qolalka bannaan ama baalkiyada bannaan inuu u furo dadkeena oo hadda maanta gurya la'aana laakiin alxamdulilah red crosska waxay yidhahdeen 3 maalmood ayay qof kastaba hotel geynayaan qofka Soomaalida kuligooda iska daamijroobay cunto iyo wax kalena way sii doonaan laakiin annagu waxaan rabnaa haddaan qowmiyad nahay waa inaan mas-uuliyadda koowaad qaadataa waa in haddii lacag la aruurinayo red crosska la siinayo inaan annagu aruurino waa inaan dadkeena hadda isbitaallada jooga aan booqanno waa inaan ka warqabnaa marka taas weeye maanta waxaan iskugu yeeray maxaa la press conference-ka magaaladan haddeer sidaa la socotiin anaa duqa xaafadaan ah mas-uulna ka ah haddeer kabacdina sida maanta oo kalena waxaan rabnaa inaan mar kastaba ka hor dhacno ama ka horeyno dadka kale waxaan rabaa inaan u mahadceliyo again maxaa la dhahaa commissionerkeena Peter McLaughlin oo yidhi countiga iyo Henry countiga wixii support ay la sii doontaa insha allah duqa magaaladeena iyo dadka kale aad baad mahadsantihiin.